Hello everyone, this is LaVoy Finicum, One Cowboy Stand for Freedom. It's time I give you an update of what's going on. It's been a while since I made another video, and I promised you I'd kind of keep you posted. Well, I've gotten several more letters from the BLM. My fines have gone from 1,400 to now they've tacked on almost another 5,000, and saying, Mr. Finicum, you need to get your tail off of here and get your cows off. Well, as you know, I'm not taking my cows off. I'm not getting my tail off of my ranch here. And I want you to know what's going on here. I'm here at my cow camp, my winter cow camp, here at my corrals, and I want to show you what I find here. Okay, this is the road right by my place, and you know, this could just be a coincidence, but dang, I just don't like coincidence anymore at this point in my life. And here it is. Take a look at this. Just saw the BLM guy parked here, and I stopped to see what's going on, and this is what's going on. And wanted to talk with him. He says he wasn't interested in talking to me, and went on down the road. Maybe he'll come swinging back by, but maybe he'll take the other way out. But this is what he's got going here. Yeah. Now listen, I'm not going to damage anything. I'm not going to hurt anything. So I'm going to leave this just as good as I found it. So, and I don't want anybody else coming around and damaging it and hurting things. This is their property. As much as I disagree with them, I don't believe in damaging property. Okay? Alright, here it is. Just so happen to have this by my camp, my corrals. Open it up here. It's a pretty nice, sophisticated piece of equipment. I'm not techie at all, but man, advanced counting system can take care of cars, people walking with backpacks, bicycles, somebody on a four-wheeler, and it'll take care of bucks too. And so I don't know if it'll take care of does, but it'll take care of bucks. And man, if we get some snow, it'll take care of somebody running up and down the road on a snowmobile. Again, this could just be a coincidence, but man, I sure hate you putting this right here by my camp. And why wouldn't you talk with me? Why wouldn't you explain what you got going here and why you put it right here? You just drive off, and that's okay. I was being friendly. I wasn't being ignorant or disrespectful. I don't believe in being that way. I can disagree with somebody. I don't need to call them names, and I don't need to be disrespectful. I don't believe in that, and I don't believe in destroying things. So there it is. It's back the way I found it. Well, this fight I'm making, America, it's not about cows and it's not about grass. It's about the freedom of our land. This grazing right is my personal property right. I own it. And once they get me off here, if they get me off here and they take these grazing rights from me, hunters, you'll be next. They have already taken the mineral rights off this very land, off this very ranch. They've already seized it and taken it with the stroke of a pen. It's theirs. Can't touch it. And if you think that they want you to have a gun, let alone hunt, you're mistaken where this government's going. They don't appreciate you coming out here hunting and camping without their permission. That's not where things are going. Right up the road here, they just stuck up another little blue sign. They say, okay, Kelly Point, it's closed. We're closing it off. For certain times of the year, it's closed off. Well, now you go up on the Kaibab, they're closing the roads off there. You think you're going to keep getting access out here to hunt and camp? You're not. They're going to keep squeezing it and keep closing it. They just made the Parashant Monument. I'm on half the Parashant Monument. And now they're trying to make the Grand Canyon Monument. What's that all about? They say, oh, we're not changing anything. Well, then why make a monument? Why change it if you're not changing anything? Well, I don't believe them. I don't trust them. So where's it going? I've been contacted by my state representatives down in Phoenix. Went in and visited with them at their request and their invitation. And I've talked with other county commissioners down in the central part of our state. And let me tell you what I was told. It says that our county sheriffs are already having nose-to-nose confrontations with the federal fish and game officers. What the heck are we having federal fish and game officers running around here for? Fish and game, hunting is regulated by the state. That's the proper way it should be done. Now we got federal fish and game officers running around here. You know what that state representative told me that confrontation was? Those fish and game officers were shutting down the roads, locking them off, putting locks and padlocks on them. And then those sheriffs are going up and cutting them off. And they had nose-to-nose confrontations. You need to wake up. You need to see what's coming. But I'm not happy with this. But this is beautiful land. It's a place for freedom. Freedom's worth fighting for. This land's worth fighting for. Our founding fathers never envisioned a central power holding so much control over 1/3 of the landmass. You know, over 80% of this county here is controlled by the BLM with complete legislative, executive powers whatsoever. Well, no, it's not. I'm saying no. I'm not going to bow down anymore. This is Arizona. This is Mojave County, and so here I am. I'm not leaving, and I want to put a thank you out to all the hundreds of people who have contacted me through the last little while, just hundreds, and you've been gracious, you've been kind, and I appreciate it. And you've been saying, Mr. Finicum, what can I do to help? You know, I'll come if you need to come. I have a couple of security specialist teams here that are just helping to keep safe with their teams, and they're able to help organize. And if you want to come out and take a look at the ranch, it's beautiful out here. I want to stop. This is America. We're neighbors. We're friends. And so I want to extend that invitation to you. One other thing I wanted to say, but it kind of slipped my mind. You know, I'm just a normal old guy out here. Oh, I know what it was. I know what it was. You need to listen what's happening, federal government, BLM. I'm not the only one standing. I've got now a half a dozen ranchers that say they'll come and stand with me, stand behind me, stand beside me. And guess what? You know what Bundy did and who stands and who doesn't stand with him. Now there's a rancher up in Utah, and he's got more ranchers and stuff standing by him than me and Bundy combined. This guy's a tough character, and he's making things happen. So BLM, this stuff isn't going away. And guess what? We now got a rancher in Texas standing up, defying you. And you got a governor in Texas standing behind him. And so we aren't just a bunch of, you know, want to be anarchists and we don't believe in government, want to take down government. Contrary, I believe in government. I believe in the federal government. We need the federal government, but in their proper place. They need to be controlled by the confines of the law. Right now, they are the anarchists, running beyond all their banks. But we need them. We need them to protect our borders, to keep commerce regular, and to keep our country safe. And just a few other things, very identified in the Constitution. But they have usurped power and authority everywhere. And this is just one place I can stand. Now there's ranchers standing in Utah, ranchers in Nevada, ranchers in Texas that are starting to stand up and saying, no, we will not comply. And so, Mr. Obama, President Obama, what you going to do about it? Mr. Neil Cornsey, head of Bureau of Department of Interior, you know, I know this stuff's coming and hitting your desk, because those little letters I write to you out there, man, they come back with an FBI agent holding it in hand. So I know you're listening. And Miss Loretta Lynch, Attorney General, you going to leave us Americans alone? Or are you going to start stepping on us more? You're stepping on Americans already. What you did to that Hammond family up in Bend, Oregon, you sent them to jail. And then they served their time, they got out of jail, and you charged them as terrorists because they're doing a controlled burn, burned 100 acres of what you call your lands of brush. 7 years ago. The land is now more fruitful, more feed on it now because of what they did. You convicted them on a terrorism charge. They served their time, one 3 months, another one a year, and you come back and says, that's not enough. We need more flesh from this good family. And that's what you did. You re-litigated their sentences. Now they've got 5 more years approximately that they got to serve. That's a good family. America, these are good people that are being hurt and destroyed. That rancher in New Mexico they took out. And the ranchers in all other parts of the country that they have taken out, that they're putting pressure on. I know they're putting pressure on one of my neighbors right now over here on the Kaibab. And you know, these are families, these are our livelihoods. This is our grazing rights. This is our heritage. And you want to trample on it? Well, give it a try. I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere. America, I love you. I love you Americans that love freedom. And I'll stand here with you, or wherever any other American will stand for freedom. Freedom's worth living for. Freedom's worth dying for. And anyway, this is LaVoy on Cowboy Stand for Freedom. Have a good day.